Hey everybody, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween weekend. Happy Halloween. Kind of a shame I'm not posting on Halloween because you guys can't see my costume. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to see my costume. It's samcollins. Check it out. I'm going to have the coolest costume of 2021. To celebrate Halloween, I actually have something very scary for you guys today. Okay, it's a video called Things That Need to Be Normalized in Women Today.
Now, I don't believe that all women are crazy. I think they can become crazy when they're not married and childless at 50 years old.
So that's the first 10 seconds, and this is a 20-minute video, by the way. He could have easily condensed this into 5 seconds, maybe even 3, by saying, I hate women. Look at the ratio on this, by the way. That's a killer ratio, dude.
But what I am certain of is that whoever's behind, the women most likely behind the UN Women Twitter account, are crazy. They tweeted just the other day what we need to normalize for men. Crying, sharing the care, showing emotions, seeking help, sharing feelings.
I've never seen this Twitter account, but UN Women is like the United Nations entity for gender equality and the empowerment of women, also known as UN Women, is a United Nations entity working for the empowerment of women.
All right, UN Women. More like masculine, man-hating women. Penis-envying women. Women who are nuts.
How is women being empowered by being a woman mean that they have penis envy? They have empowerment and they're fighting for their rights as women. That doesn't mean that they envy penis. If anything. So why are you looking at me like that? Stop.
Let's talk about this tweet here, things we must normalize for men. 1, crying. It's already normal for men to cry. Men are capable of crying, but they only do it in abnormal situations. Say there's a tragedy, a death, their home burns down, whatever it is. It's normal for men to cry once in a while. But to say that you want to see them cry all the time, well, that's not actually ever going to be normal because that's kind of just not how things work.
That's kind of not what they said at all. They just said 5 things we must normalize for men is 1, crying.
It's normal for women to cry and break down at the slightest grievances they have with the world, but it's not normal for men because men have to stand up and use their superior strength to protect women in society.
So men holding back their tears is protecting women. Like you pretending to be strong and not cry because your house just burnt down is protecting the woman and the child. It's okay to cry, your house just burnt down. It's fine. I think the point of the tweet is it's okay to cry. Like it's okay to cry if you just had a bad day and you walked in the door. You want to break down? You can break down, dude. Like, you don't have to put on a fucking brave face for anybody.
So women have to rely on that strength, and one way they do that is by crying, because they look cute and they look like they need help, they look weak, and so it inspires men to step up and protect them.
They look cute? They look cute when they cry, so men want to step up and save them. What the fuck?
Sharing the care. I don't even know what this means. Sharing the care. I'm pretty sure throughout time, especially patriarchal times more so than now, men cared so much about women that they sacrificed their entire lives to raise a family of 10, 13 people, and provide for their wives. But today, men don't really care enough to hold open the door for women because women have told men that they're strong enough to open really heavy doors. The reality is that they're not. A lot of doors are too heavy for women to open. A lot of jars are closed too tight for women to open. And men need to care about women to open those jars.
Oh, what's that? You want pickles for lunch? Well, I'm not going to be home. Looks like you can't have any pickles.
Showing emotions. Now, I show emotions sometimes. Some would even say I have an emotion right now. Some would say I'm a woman hater.
He does show emotions. He shows emotions just like Jeff Bezos does. Look into those eyes. Look into these eyes. What do you see in those eyes? Just not even one thought. Or maybe a dumb one, like women can't open doors because they are too weak and stupid.
And if that's an emotion, first of all, I'm not a woman hater, but if I was showing the emotions associated with hate, then that is exactly what I'm doing right now, is I'm being vulnerable enough to expose myself on the internet and actually share these repulsive emotions with people. But I guess that's not what they really want. The type of emotions they want are soft, more feminine emotions. And I think they do it because they want to feel better about themselves and their natural insecurities and inferiorities towards men. Namely, that men are stronger than women and can withstand more pressure and tough situations.
What does it? It kind of smells. It smells in here. It smells like misogyny.
Don't get me wrong, women can certainly fight through adversity, but men are expected to. We are expected to get through those things. And we can't do that if we're always getting really emotional. We have to stay calm in a war in order to, protect societies, protect women and children.
You're supposed to remain calm in war. First of all, why are you in war anyways? Why? Oh, because other men were mad at your men. And you guys were super emotional over it, and then you went to war about it. That's being strong, right?
Seeking help. I think men do like to seek help, but not with feminist and leftist psychotherapists and counselors. If psychotherapists and other therapists, if they respected masculinity instead of saying that traditional notions of masculinity are toxic and harmful, maybe men would want your help. But we've got each other to support each other. We don't need help from leftist, crazy, single, lonely, cat-loving psychologists.
That was way too niche to be like a random thought. He has come across this person before and they have made him so mad.
Sharing feelings. Well, I don't know where this comes from, but all the friends I've ever had in my life are totally comfortable sharing their feelings with me as a guy, as a bro, someone who might understand their feelings.
That felt so forced. Guys love to share their feelings with me. As a bro, they just seem to open up to me more because I'm like their bro. We have bromance together, actually. Could you cut that last part? I'm against the gay thing, so.
They don't want to do it with you because you're a girl. Well, you're not really going to understand the male experience. So thank you, but you can take your opinions and just toss them aside because we don't need them.
You can't open up to a woman about any of your problems because they're not a male. If you go through a breakup, you can talk to your friends about it. All of them. This guy definitely still thinks that women have cooties. For sure. Before we continue with this really great video, we gotta thank Future Sam for the sponsor of today's video. Hold on for a second, you look really tired. Are you not getting enough sleep? Do you need a new mattress? Well, you're in luck because today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. And I'm really happy to be partnering up with Helix Sleep again because sleep is very important. If I could sleep for 24 hours a day and stay in my bed, I would do that. All of us are different and Helix knows that. So they made a sleep quiz that matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. So if you take a look here, you fill all this out based on your different sleep positions and firmness preferences. They have something for everybody's unique taste. And for me personally, I'm a stomach sleeper and I love a firm mattress. And if you're lucky and you have a partner to sleep with, you guys can actually take the quiz together and you can find the perfect mattress for the both of you. Based on my results, Helix matched me with their Helix Dawn Luxe mattress. The mattress I have is amazing. It's the perfect amount of firmness. Everyone who comes over and sits on my bed says that they love it so much. I'm not joking. I know that sounded like a joke, but people come, they sit on the mattress or they sleep in it even, and they're like, wow, that's a really nice mattress. I really want it. Can I have it? And then I say no, because it's my mattress. And I don't always sleep on just my stomach. Sometimes I move around, and it's still really comfortable any type of way that you sleep. Oh yeah, and since it's fall, it's getting colder. I wanted to mention another product of theirs that I have, which is their weighted blankets. I love weighted blankets, especially in the cold weather, because they keep you warm when you're just sitting, chilling, watching your shows, using your phone, whatever the hell you're doing. And it's just really comfortable. It also makes you feel safe and secure. Two things that I never feel. So it's really great to have a weighted blanket sometimes. I also have this wedge pillow from them, which is super useful when you're also just chilling in bed. You want to use your phone. You want to sit up a little bit. You don't want to lay flat down on your back or your stomach. So you can use this pillow. You're playing games, whatever. Making TikToks, whatever. It's perfect. And you want to know the best part about all of this? Is that Helix delivers the mattress right to your door for free. It comes rolled up in a box and it's really easy to set up yourself. And if it makes you nervous to buy something that you never tried, Helix has a 100-night sleep trial, which means that you get more than 3 months to make sure you love it. And if you don't, that's fine. They'll come pick it up. You'll get a full refund. So if you want to grab yourself anything, you can go to the link in the description or go to helixsleep.com/samcollins and get up to $200 off your mattress plus 2 free pillows.
So this is a pinned tweet on the UN Women account, 6 February is the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation. We join the millions of young people worldwide calling to hashtag end FGM and standing up for their rights with urgency. Hashtag Generation Equality. Now, if you don't know what FGM is, it's a variety of procedures used in Africa for women, and according to the WHO and maybe the UN, 200 million women worldwide have undergone FGM. I can't possibly fathom how on earth 200 million women, that's more women than there is in the United States, literally, could undergo this procedure if it's so damaging to them. I guarantee you there's women in Africa that actually support FGM and their voices are just silent.
So I didn't really know much about this. I heard about FGM before, not too much, but I did a little research after this video, and he goes on about FGM for a little while, but a lot of women in Africa don't really like it because it causes a lot of complications. I can actually list them here. You can pause to read those if you want, or you can literally just look it up on the internet and see all the information about it. He seems very adamant on the fact that a lot of women agree with this, and my research states otherwise. I'm not going to go on a whole educational rant, but he compares it to something else that I would like you guys to listen to.
FGM is actually practiced in the United States of America. In fact, Biden's healthcare plan would fund it with your taxpayer dollars. These procedures are for women who think they are men, and so they want to undergo cross-sex hormone therapy and also what's called bottom surgery.
That's yours truly, baby. Hey, how you doing? Damn, he really had to slip in that transgender thing into this fucking video, didn't he? He needed to. He had the opportunity to talk about trans people, and he took it.
Which basically means get a doctor to rearrange your stuff down there. It's dangerous stuff. It's very dangerous.
I remember the excitement that I had when the doctors were going to rearrange my stuff. That was dangerous stuff, but it was good stuff too.
And there's a bunch of different procedures that's included in the types of bottom surgery that are currently being done. But if you look up the definitions of these surgeries, you will see that it is quite dangerous, and it's obviously a type of genital mutilation, but they don't want to tell you that. It's only wrong when Africans do it. These procedures include metoidoplasty, which is basically the surgical reconstruction of the female anatomy and trying to make it more like a man one. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to present you with any graphic types of thoughts, but it involves knives down in that part of the body, and it medicalizes the procedure.
It's called a scalpel, Einstein. What do you think, they hire Michael Myers with a giant knife to do your fucking gender reassignment surgery? Actually, Myers was my fucking surgeon. He did a crazy job. Crazy job. He had to use a really big knife.
So anyway, I could rag on this Twitter all day. I want to share with you guys 5 things that we must normalize. And I'm not joking. We must normalize this stuff. Because otherwise no man in his right mind would actually want to get married and sacrifice himself and be chivalrous and raise children. We're all going to go extinct unless these things get normalized, okay? So the first one is obedience. Women need to be obedient to men in a marriage.
Holy shit.
I'm not saying some random stranger that I don't know should be obedient to me. I'm talking about in the sake of a marriage. But in reality, that is practiced at an early age. So women today who are really boisterous and loud, trash-talking, cursing American Western women, Australians as well, are pretty bad, and UK, they learn to be disobedient at a really young age. We see memes on the internet where women say they don't care what men think while showing their cleavage and posting pictures on Instagram, and pretty much their life revolves around validation from boys. So obviously they care what men think. But you want to care about what men think about how you behave, not just how you look and your attitude, who you are, your character. That's what's really going to transform women and bring them back into that state of femininity.
So do you want to own the woman like she's a dog? Like everything that she does has to be for you, right? She can't have her own thoughts or do her own things. She just has to be obedient to you. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty healthy relationship to me.
The next thing we need to normalize is submissiveness. Submissiveness is huge because it respects the natural authority that the husband has over the wife. So in the Bible, the husband is supposed to have headship over the wife, be the head of his household, And certainly the wife can have tons of power, tons of freedom, tons of responsibilities, but she needs to obey her husband because he is the head. So it's kind of like he's the king of the kingdom and she's the queen, and, you know, she reports to him.
She reports to him? Like, are you her boss? I don't want you to report to me. I want you to report to yourself. Like, report what? Report what to me?
I talk more about actually in my free ebook that you can get on my website.
Wow, I think I would love to read that book and just spew everywhere after every paragraph that I read.
Loyalty. Loyalty is really important because now women are so confused when they don't have a man that they just develop all these strange ideas. And you should not be okay with a woman being disloyal. And it's not even, she doesn't even have to sleep with someone, just looking at someone or following someone on Instagram or receiving messages on Instagram and flirting with other guys. That's an act of disloyalty, disobedience, not being submissive as well. So
you just received a DM from a fucking guy. I can't believe you cheated on me. Fuck. Yeah, being loyal is a good thing that everybody should have that trait. But people following you on Instagram and you following them and talking is not cheating. It's not disloyalty.
You know, it all kind of goes together. The next thing we need to normalize is respect. Women need to respect men, even aggressive men like myself, because men thrive on that. They thrive on respect, and when they get that respect, they are inclined to give back to women.
You know, aggressive men like myself. I just had to throw that out there. I'm an alpha aggressive male, and I deserve respect at all times, even when I'm punching the doors down.
The last thing we need to normalize for women is for them to keep their stupid opinions to themselves and just let men lead.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't. There's 3 more minutes in this video.
Now, men naturally are leaders. Women naturally are more likely to be followers. That's why there's so much pressure on reversing those roles and telling women that they're also capable of leadership. And it's not that they can't. I do think women can lead other women, and some are more gifted than others, and they can even lead companies and things like that. I definitely believe that a woman that's in her feminine can be a good leader. I do believe that, but not a woman in her masculine.
What's the difference? You said you want a man and a masculine man to be a leader, but so why can't a woman be masculine and be a leader? Don't you want the leader to be masculine? Like, what is I
I hope this mansplaining really worked out for you. For me, it's working out. I love mansplaining, and it seems like my audience, my female audience, loves it too because I get positive comments.
Done. We're done. We're done. All right, well, that was just a little bit too much, so I'm going to go now. I got to go recover, and I will see all you guys next week. Have a really great Halloween.